What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the farm. Hey, today is a fun one. I'm sorry that it's been a minute. I genuinely haven't had much to do out here. We have just been surviving the dog days of summer, but the kiddos went back to school and we have a couple projects on the docket for the fall. But as you can see around me, there's a crucial piece of this shop that is missing. The RV is gone. It's not gone forever. We actually took it out and went and parked it at an RV park up in the Metroplex for my sister to stay in for a while she is transitioning out of the house that they used to live in. But it leaves us with our whole entire shop completely empty. And so the plan is hopefully that we aren't putting the RV back in this shop. We have kind of prepared this to live in it, and now that we don't live in it anymore, I want to start utilizing the entirety of the shop. I'm gonna get to it and you get to enjoy it in a modified fast version. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. All right, back from lunch, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm not very motivated to finish this off. I went ahead and moved this shelf up against this wall. I'm gonna put the spool right there just to kind of give me an extra table. And then I'm just gonna start kind of cleaning this side up. I'm gonna start putting everything in its permanent positions and then go from there. I really am trying to figure out a good, next 2 months for this channel. I really am in that weird position where I don't want to spend a bunch of money, but I also need to do some things. Obviously, while this RV is out of here, I want to get this cleaned up and operational as a shop for me. And then hopefully when I get that RV back, when my sister is done with it, the hope is that I have an awning built off the side over here that we can park that RV under. Now I say that and you are just seeing dollar signs, so am I. But just know that this is all the way that we planned it out here. This shop, I tried to just build it as bare bones as possible just so we can get out here. Looking back on that, I wish I would have just went ahead and built the awning off the side, and then also on this side, which is the side that the house is on, there is going to be a porch and a covered porch that goes kind of from the front of the building where Jagger's laying over there on the ground all the way back here to the back, and then a staircase leading down to our fire pit. So just know that there's a lot of things that I built this shop for, and there's a lot of things that I put in this shop that I haven't finished because we couldn't afford to at the time that we built it. So let me just show you a few of those things and then we will continue to clean. So the first one is this back door. The purpose of this is to kind of serve two purposes. The first purpose is it allows me to park the lawnmower back here and I don't have to open our big doors every time I want to mow. I can just open this back door, mower can drive off and get to mowing. The second purpose for this is, and I know this sounds crazy, but I'm a golfer. I love to golf. And from here down to the creek is about 170 yards and about a par 3. So the goal is eventually, and this is old man stuff here, but have a turf mat kind of perched up right here that I can move and or use and hit balls down to a green that I make down there eventually. That's going to be channel content for sure. Another thing that I thought about ahead was these big doors. Now, these big doors are non-insulated, just standard roll-up doors. I went ahead and installed plugs up here. Oh, other side. Up there. Those plugs are going to be for garage door openers. The openers will obviously open up these 16-foot doors. Just really wanted to do that when we first moved in, but just haven't got around to it. And to be honest, I can spend money on other things. And speaking of electrical things that didn't get installed, I don't know if you can see it, but right up there, yep, that little box right there, that is actually plumbed for a fan. The hope is that we can install like one of those big rotary fans that run on a little DC motor, and then to be able to run it to a switch over here somewhere. Another little thing, this obviously is going to be storage for now. You saw us move a couple things in here. I moved some of the saddles. The hope with this is to eventually put in a mini split and use this as a guest bedroom. It's got a full bathroom. This is the bathroom that we used when we lived in the shop, in the bathroom, or in the RV. So this will eventually be our guest bedroom. So family comes, friends come over, they have somewhere to stay that's kind of separated from us to where they feel comfortable. But that was the hope and plan for this as I built it. This is where we had our washer and dryer, and I want to install a big sink right here, like a big parts washing sink and or cleanup sink, so I don't have to go into the bathroom in there. And then that leaves the space behind me. The space behind me is going to be utilized for not only parking my truck in here. The hope is that I can park like a tractor in here, side by side, whatever we end up getting into out here. And then also, this gives us the freedom and the flexibility to kind of design this however we want to. A lot of dreams and hopes for this place, and it starts with the awning for the RV off the side. So we are back in the shop, and this lawnmower has been running rough for about 2 weeks now. So I went ahead and picked up an oil change kit. It needed an oil change anyways. But I'm going to go ahead and change the oil in it. I'm going to, this is a newer air filter, so I'm just going to clean that. I'm going to change the spark plugs, and I'm also going to change the oil filter and the fuel filter, just to give it a complete rework. Hopefully that fixes our issue, and it runs a little bit better. And then I've got to mow in the morning. This mower's been down for 2 weeks, so the yard is getting pretty out of hand. So I'm going to start working. would say that they are pretty cooked. This one isn't as foul, but it's still pretty nasty. Got some freshies. Pretty good. Run these. Install. Let's see if what we did helped us out here. Let that prime for a second. We're all good. And guys, sorry about the wind outside. It all of a sudden got crazy. We went ahead and pieced this thing back together. The oil has changed, we're good to go. One other thing that I bought while I was at the store was a new trimmer head, an auto feed head for my Stihl weed eater. I'm gonna change the head on the weed eater and then call it a night. right, we have reached a stopping point here in the shop. It's just kind of a lost cause right now. I still need to build the shelves and get a little bit more organization in here, but we have a lot of exciting things coming up here on the channel. So I just wanted to thank you for coming along on the ride as we are getting this place in shape. Hey, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your viewership. And like we say around here, keep putting one foot in front of the other and don't get caught at the crossroads. We'll see ya. Check out this moon. Oh, that's a light. Check out this moon.